Welcome to Pain Per View, the show where three of Cultaholic's resident wrestling experts will randomly select a show from Cage Match's list of worst pay-per-views of all time, sit down and watch it, and really what we're trying to do is work out whether it's truly deserving of its place on the list of worst shows of all time. So yeah, with that, Owen, can you pass me the magical bag, please? Okay.
The disrespect on that throw, by the way.
just lobbed it at me.
Oh, might me.
All right. WCW Bash at the Beach 1999.
Cars?
Yeah? Beach? Is this? No, this will be an indoor one by that point, won't it?
Yeah, cars, junkyards.
Oh,
There's
no,
cars
the
always-
junkyard one. Oh. That's less pyro than a Nitro kickoff in 1997. There's something going on with the company by this point.
Oh, look at them graphics.
Oh, we're on a downward turn by this point.
Look at that little
Surprised
swimmer.
he's not drowning there, that guy's from across the street.
Did Nash still have the book at this point?
I don't know. Well, it's obviously middle of 1999. This is pre-Russo.
Which is quite surprising considering the show that's about to happen.
Yeah. Look at those velveteen
Oh my
numbers.
god, he's sliding.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He can't be stopped.
You think he's going to fall over? No, he's not. On one foot, he can do it all.
What is this? This is incredible.
7.
Look how sparkly his jacket is, though. That means he's good.
Yeah, surely.
And he's Flair's son, which that means he's good. He's been applying figure fours since he was like 4 years old.
Yeah.
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 Who's Asia?
China.
Right.
Baffles me.
No, how?
And you,
What's bigger than China?
Asia.
The continent that China's in.
But they spell it in such a way that's similar as well to China, right?
A-S-Y-A.
Unreal. Go on, DDP. Yes.
Oh, watch out, Bam Bam. They might land on you there, sir.
He's up. He's going up.
Whoa!
Come on.
Ric Flair is shaking in his boots.
Oh.
I always thought that Sid's hair looked tasty.
What, like noodles?
Like a bowl of noodles.
It does a little bit.
Nom nom nom.
Sid delicious, more like. Hey.
So we've just watched it. It's a show. It's one of the shows of all time. Just looking at some details here. Attended by 13,624 people. Buy rate of 175,000. And a cage match score of 1.65 out of 10. Ooh. We've got to decide whether it's worthy of this score or not. And if it's gash, it goes in the trash. But we'll start off, I guess, with Ernest Miller versus Disco Inferno. 0.5 stars from Meltzer.
Generous?
Very generous, in
I
my
think it's
opinion.
harsh because the lads did not have to go that hard as they did in the opening match tonight. The amount of false finishes that we saw, the amount of kickouts.
yes.
True.
Yeah.
We were all on the edge of our seat. Obviously, the shoes being soft, but not hard enough for the head of Ernest the Cat Miller, but too hard for the head of Disco Inferno,
Yep.
who is still rubbish, by the way. I think that is a wonderful bit of storytelling. It was crap. I'm going to stop there, Sam. It was crap.
He
It
had
was
to take
awful.
2 to the head, didn't he? One
Yeah.
from each shoe to
Yep.
get him to put him away.
Yeah.
But as well, let's not forget that this whole match then sets the precedence for the rest of the night, and that low blows and willy kicks do not matter in terms of the referee calling for a disqualification.
A little bit later on.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Just go on, ref.
Wait.
Referee's discretion. This is a normal singles match.
He just
That's
punched
well
him in
within
the
the rules.
cock.
Surely not.
That mullet
Pushed him in the
referee.
cock in front of the referee, and the referee went, "Come on now, Ernest.
Hey,
calm down.
referee's discretion.
Calm
What,
down,
that makes
Ernest."
no sense
There's
at
so
all.
much on the line here. The referee wanted to continue. I agree with the call there.
What?
We worked out, didn't we? The only wrestler in WCW, which we think is male, is Kevin Nash, because he's the only one with a penis.
Of course.
No one else has anything down there, so when you hit that area of the body, it
fine.
can't possibly be a DQ.
It's fine.
No, it's like an action man.
Like a Ron Seal advert. Like,
Yeah. But this was a woeful start of the night, and it didn't get much better from there.
We move on to Rick Steiner against Van Hammer for the WCW TV Championship. Rick Steiner, the champion, going into this one.
Well, Rick Steiner doesn't know the rules of wrestling, first and foremost. In this bog standard singles match, he goes for a pinfall on the outside.
Sam's wet dream is coming true.
That's it.
Pile
Riley
driver
D
on the floor.
concrete. Come on. Oh, DDT, I'll settle for.
Oh, spiked on the dome.
It's what you're pinning for. What? It's a singles match, Rick. The refs don't know the rules in the first match. Rick doesn't know the rules in the second match.
That's surely. Why did he go for that?
Somehow the guy who delivered the DDT on the concrete is the one who's concussed, not the guy who took it.
I'm having an aneurysm.
Already 2 matches in.
I know. What was even the thinking of that?
I don't know.
Surely.
Falls count anywhere maybe in his head.
But where's this been built up?
He's
like,
a Steiner.
at
He's
all?
crazy. Anything can happen.
It's true. He
But
is a dog.
This was a glorified squash match.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Van
was.
Hammer didn't do a move, did he?
No.
He took everything.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
To
a long
think-
doggy style bit of the match as well. Yeah, that was
the big rest hold
raunchy, yeah.
segment with the hump.
But as well, just to think that this match, I believe, was shorter than the one previous as well.
Oh, yeah.
But
It felt longer.
I guess we did have some dancing and stuff in that other one.
Well,
in the
yeah.
first match, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Would the first match have been better if the stakes were still there that were there before the pay-per-view?
I think so.
Yeah, so the stakes would have been removed that in the first match the winner retained the ability to dance, the loser lost the ability to dance for the rest of their lives. But then that got just scrubbed away. So
Yeah.
0 stakes. Had the stakes been there? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I've got
One
nothing else.
last emotional dance together before the match.
Yeah.
I believe as well another low blow in this match too. So
Yeah.
like, just,
He kicked him in the dick in
he
front.
did again
Right in front of the referee.
For God's sake, another low blow.
It didn't even affect him.
Another one! Come on!
What we're learning here is all these wrestlers are action men. It's just all completely smooth under there.
What is happening?
There's no meat and 2 clackers dangling there.
Meltzer gave that one a dud. and I think
Deservedly
it's-
so.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
hard to really disagree with that.
Would Van Hammer have been a good TV champion? That's the question.
I think so at the time. He had the look. He was maybe a bit green still, but
He looked good, but
Yeah.
he was awful, Sam.
that's what I mean.
It's Van
like,
Hammer.
Yeah, he's got the look. That's all you needed for wrestling in the late 90s.
I guess we do learn that in the main event. Oh.
But I guess with how WCW was at the time as well, would it have
Yeah.
been an out there idea to put the title on him as well?
It probably would have made too much sense if we're being honest.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered that he didn't win, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I would rather
It's a
have
travesty.
Rick Steiner be my champion
True.
rather than Van Hammer.
True.
Like, there's more promise there with Rick Steiner. What a
No.
statement that is to say, dear viewer.
But the first 2 matches are really bad, and then it sort of feels like the wheels were already coming off. But if the wheels were already coming off, they're gone. They're down the
turn it
hill.
to the Flintstones
Like,
with the third
it's
match.
essentially, it's skidded down the ramp and just made it to the ring. As we've got David Flair defeating Dean Malenko to retain the WCW US Championship. Dean Malenko, one of the greatest, just hands down, one of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time, from one of the most important wrestling families of all time, against David Flair, who is part of one of the most important wrestling families of all time.
Yep.
But he doesn't even get a move in.
Man, like
Doesn't get a single move in.
I understand as well that obviously this is supposed to like rile people up and
It's
whatnot.
A whole nepotism story, like Flair is the president and Piper and everything that's going on. The idea of putting the belt just straight on his son, it harkens back to a lot of different things. But I think ultimately, like, it did its job, but at what cost?
I'm not being funny. This was my match of the night. This one, it's
You got to see a Texas Cloverleaf.
It's obviously the gimmick. Like the gimmick has led the match. The David Flair, Nepo baby, not ready
Well,
for the big time, but he's got the big title belt.
He doesn't get a single lick of offense in that was worth
We
anything.
get a screwy finish that makes sense in the context of Ric Flair being the president of the WCW and his son being given everything that he doesn't deserve. This was fine. If this was on a pay-per-view with other matches to hold up the tent, because currently we're on a show which has tent poles which are made out of flumps.
I've just realised this is probably the story, the match that carries the most storyline implications from the entire night, and it's third on.
Because you think about a match we'll talk about later, the tag team match involving the likes of DDP.
Yeah.
And on the other side of the ring, we have, obviously, everyone's favourite, Christopher Benoit.
Yes.
Everyone like that. That was disappointing. This one delivered exactly what you think would have delivered.
Yeah, it did what it needed to do,
Yeah.
and it made the crowd nice and angry.
Match
Yeah.
of the night. 3 minutes and 5 seconds of watching Dean Malenko beat up David Flair is my match of the night.
However, also pop of the night when Dean Malenko gets the cloverleaf
On Asia.
On Asia,
yeah,
The
Asia
entire
got
continent
pop
at the
of the
same
night.
time.
of the night, other than, and we'll get to it later on, a beach ball that turns up in the crowd.
Yeah.
Little Nate is in there.
What are you doing? taking his shirt.
They're doing the referee switcheroo.
Come on.
It's classic.
David Flair cannot win this match.
Oh, he can't hit Asia.
Yes! Get her out!
You can't kick Asia.
Come on.
Biggest pop of the night.
Come on.
That's it.
Asia.
She's tapping. Also, Dean Malenko, granted storyline stuff, he looked like he did not want to be
Oh, yeah,
there
why would you?
at all. In a match like that, knowing that he's not going to be able to do the stuff that he really does, like, he just seemed absolutely pissed off to no end.
It got a -1 from the Observer, that one.
Well, you know what Dave's like. He likes his wrestling. He would have been, I'm going to sit down for a Dean Malenko 5-star exhibition in professional wrestling. And you didn't get to see that. And
No.
that's fine. In the context of the story, it's fine.
It makes sense.
But
it makes sense.
The stuff as well, so obviously we're only 3 matches in, and I don't know how much storylines matter so much at this point. These matches feel so formless,
Yeah.
and everything sort of throughout the card, as we'll get to it, feels so like structureless. It feels like someone's gone. This person wins. How you get there, that's up to you. It
I'd call it in the ring,
doesn't
brother. That's how you
really,
used to do it
doesn't
back in the
really
day.
matter. We'll figure something out afterwards, you know.
Moving on, after this one, we move to a tag match. The No Limit Soldiers, Conan, Rey Mysterio, Swole, and BA.
Hoo-dee-hoo!
Defeating the West Texas Rednecks of Kurt Hennig, Bobby Duncombe Jr., Barry, and Kendall Windham. This is an elimination tag match.
Yep.
So you've got to whittle your opponents down Survivor Series style. It was a match.
Yep.
It just felt smashed together, didn't it?
This felt like it should have been on a Nitro or a Thunder, not a pay-per-view.
The lack of.
Even though the stakes are obviously the future of the music business, this felt like it should have been on a weekly show, not a pay-per-view.
the lack of the leader of the No Limit Soldiers as well.
Oh no, Master P.
Yeah, no Master P. And it's sort of having him be there and be front for that, and then them to win and sort of defend the honor of it, and then he's not there.
And then as the
Not
match,
even a video message.
Not even a video message. As the match goes on as well, it feels like people forget that it's elimination and they just start like standing outside the ring.
It gets a bit tornado-y,
And
but
then,
lazily tornado.
like nobody knows who's legal at some points as well. It gets really like just a mess. It gets a complete mess.
Kurt
But
Hennig in a nice orangey outfit, though.
Yeah.
He's got his
that was the
orangey
highlight
stripe.
for me. Yeah.
oh yeah,
That was the highlight for me because I'm sitting here and I can't remember much, if anything, from that match. I remember the cop-out eliminations.
the
of
big
two,
orange V.
Yeah, the cop-out eliminations of two of the lads, sort of deeper into the match as they go up the rampway. But
Yeah.
apart from that, there's nothing to get you out of your chair, was there?
Just not good, was it?
rough.
Yeah.
Not a good example of what both sides are capable of.
No.
West Texas Rednecks probably looked a little bit better.
Oh, they had great
Yeah.
big boots in their cowboy shoes.
Yeah, they sort
You
of.
can't deny that.
And the chaps as well.
The
Oh,
crotchless chaps, a highlight, obviously, as well.
Fantastic.
But nothing to remember from that match, really,
No.
if anything.
We're at 97 on the Nitro review at the minute, me and Tom, and we've had Perfect arrive, and it feels similar. It feels like in this 2-year window, they don't really know what to do with him. They just kind of stick him somewhere and go, and then it's sort of, was it worth going back on Lloyd's of London or whoever had insured you to end up in the West Texas Rednecks? Like,
Oh, they got a good song out of it.
they did get a
Yeah.
good song out of it, and he got a rapper's crap tour.
Yeah.
He got to snap a CD in front of Master P.
What more do you want?
What more could you ask for?
That's wrestling.
What
is
more
what that
could you
is.
ask for?
Well, we could ask for a whole lot more by taking things outside somewhere, near the venue, I'd imagine, filmed probably 3 weeks beforehand. The Junkyard Invitational, which featured so many names that I can't even remember. But Fit Finlay wins the thing. Cyclope was in there. Horace Hogan was in there. La Parker was in there.
We're struggling to remember because you couldn't really see
Can't really
what was
see.
happening. Yeah, the
There's
lights were off.
The aesthetics were cool. There was fire. There was a ring of cars. There was, I think the match starts off with Rocco Rock throwing over a car.
Oh, they're going to toss a car.
Throw a car
You can't
at
do
somebody,
that.
go on. Yeah! Hardcore!
Whoa! Why did they do that?
The rules of this match were that you had to escape the ring, escape your opponents, climb over a fence where a referee was stood with a little air horn that would indicate that you've won the match.
And the trophy.
And the trophy, yeah.
forget
Sorry,
about the
it's,
trophy.
It's basically for the what would become the hardcore title, but is initially, inaugurally, hardcore trophy that doesn't work in the lineage of the title itself.
But it might do.
But it might do.
Depends who you read.
Yeah.
But in the entire 13 minutes and 51 seconds, we see a grand total of 2 people try and climb the fence, which is the only rule to win the match. We see the eventual winner, Fit Finlay, and we see Horace Hogan is trying to pull down Rocco Rock,
Yes.
isn't he?
Yes.
Rocco
And that
Rock
is
gets
it.
3/4 of the way over and everything. Yeah.
He's like, nah, I can't do it again now. I've been pulled down.
But then it makes no sense because Rocco Rock's the first one to go for it. He kicks Hogan away, and then Hogan sort
walks
of
back to the
meanders
middle.
back.
Yeah.
And then it cuts back to the middle, and then the next thing you see is Rocco Rock coming in with like a bumper off a car, and it was like what?
So the rules not being followed, the really
No.
simple rule not being followed, really holds it back. The way it was shot, the fact you couldn't really tell who was who
The
for a while.
helicopter, it was cool visuals, but you can't make
Yeah, for
anything
like
out
maybe
from
the
it. there.
start and the end.
Oh, the helicopter driver is pissed. Wobbly as out, this camera shot.
Jeez, it is making me feel a bit sick.
Well, we're zooming out because it wasn't hard enough to see initially.
No.
What were they thinking?
The action was gash as well.
Yeah.
They were all just going, ugh. There was
That was
no
it.
like
Silver
big
King
spills.
Silver King got like his arm torn open and it was
Real
bleeding
grass.
everywhere.
Yeah, that was a shame to see. Obviously,
Yeah.
some people I think we think got legitimately hurt by
Yeah.
the sort of the glass they went through there.
We
But
had
the-
Dave Taylor as well.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That was
Oh,
the
that
thing. As
saves
the
it.
match went on, there was like more people. You were like, "Oh, this
Yeah.
person's in there.
Yeah,
Mikey
because the lights
Whipwreck's
were
in
off.
there." And like, but then we obviously sort of to make it more dangerous, they get the line of fire that just like doesn't sort of like cover
the wrong way
anything.
round.
They can literally
It
just
runs
walk
down
down
the
the
middle of
side
the path.
to
Yeah.
get to the fence to
Just
get
have to
over.
walk 5 yards further that way to get to the fence.
We did get an exploding car at the end though.
That car's on fire.
Oh, he's realised you can just go over the top.
Oh wow, he's off.
If that's how
Wait.
Finlay wins, that's
No way.
disgusting. Everyone
No
else has
way.
forgotten he's there.
He said, "Oh, why?"
Whoa!
Finlay
wins. There you go.
Up the island.
Oh my god.
I think it's one of those like nice idea, shame about the execution.
Yeah.
Pro Evolution Soccer,
I think
whatever.
Had we just had a promo or an introduction where they were all kind of one by one sounding off like they're in the match, it would have been fine. Hardcore Hack was in there. I'm
Yeah.
starting to remember more and more names. But yeah,
Brian Knobbs.
Brian
Brian
Knobbs. Yeah.
Well,
William
yeah.
Regal.
William
Yeah.
Regal.
But yeah, if we'd had that, I think it would have been a little bit more followable and maybe not have it at night. Maybe do it at like sundown.
That was it,
Have
wasn't
it open
it?
the show.
Because there really was no lighting. I mean, you got the helicopter light
Yeah.
that's like shining down
Like
on them,
police
but you can't
torch, yeah.
see who it is. You've got the flaming barrels there that.
And they're all wearing like La Parka had the best outfit though, but they're all wearing like flannel, and yeah, La Parka's just in the mask in cut off flannel tank top, like amazing.
Just a bizarre match.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed how crap it was. I enjoyed how crap it was.
I
The fact
enjoy
that
a lot of
nobody
rubbish
went
things.
for the single rule.
Yeah.
Nobody did. They all just fought each other.
That's the wrong side of naff, though. You've got,
Yeah.
you've got
maybe
annoying
it's-
naff and you've got like enjoyable naff, and that was
It's
just annoying.
yeah.
Yeah.
I agree, I think, yeah. Because you just couldn't tell who was who
No.
or what was going
Who'dy
on.
who.
Who'dy who, indeed.
After Finlay gets his big moment, wins the trophy, and goes down in history. It's the first ever winner of the Junkyard Invitational. We get the longest match on the card, which is the Jersey Triad of DDP, Canyon, and Bam Bam Bigelow taking on Chris Benoit and Perry Saturn. But the Jersey Triad retain their tag titles in a handicap match, which we're not sure whether it is a handicap match or retroactively all of their matches have been deemed handicap matches because, as Ross said during the last segment, they would sort of defend in a Freebird rule in every match, so
Yeah.
they can tag in as Freebird rule type thing.
But as we saw during the match here, that at one point, like DDP was on the floor while the other
Yeah.
two were in the ring. So maybe they weren't told on the way out. Maybe they just said on the card afterwards, "Oh, handicap match." And they got back through the curtain. Oh, we didn't know. We thought it was
didn't
just a
know what we
normal
were doing.
Freebird rule tag team match.
The name slates as well. Like Chris Canyon wasn't on the name slate for the team as it is anyway. It was just DDP and Bam Bam. So maybe they didn't know.
Yeah.
It was sort of one of those moments though when we were watching it where it was like just praying for some real wrestling. Just please give us something good, one good thing, and then they give us a good thing, but it feels like it goes on for 45 years because everything else has been so quick. And this has slowed things right down because you've got obviously very technical showing going on at points.
I think that's it, isn't it? Like at this point, I feel like, as you mentioned, we were yearning for some actual good wrestling, some actual good matches.
Yeah.
And when we got it, we were like, oh no, can we just like move on to the next thing now?
Yeah.
Because it was so drawn out.
Yeah.
And again, towards the end, you had no idea who was the legal man in that match either. So it was all just like a hodgepodge of people going for the pin or not going for the pin. It was so weird and just felt too bloated. It was far too bloated.
Biggest disappointment of the night by far, because you look at Ernest Miller versus Disco,
Yeah.
expect nothing, get nothing. Rick Steiner, Van Hammer, expect nothing, get nothing. Malenko, Flair, David, not Rick, expect nothing, get nothing. The No Limit Soldiers, expect nothing, get nothing. The hardcore thing in the whatever the tip,
Yeah, expect maybe
nothing.
a bit of fire and some crashing. You get that, but
Ultimately,
nothing.
you get nothing. But in here, you got Benoit, Saturn, you've got Canyon, you got Bam Bam, you got DDP. Expect something, get bored. That's what I thought. It's the biggest disappointment of the night by far.
What's he doing? What's time? Hey, lady in front row, what's time?
My program's on later.
Oh,
Kick out.
there's a big beach ball in the background.
They're popping more for the beach ball than they are for the match.
Times never change, yeah.
Oh, he's going to pass out.
Harry's watching the beach ball.
Oh, that's good. It's giving me strength.
way. Send it that way.
Look, he's pointing. Get over there. They are not bothered, are they? They've not been bothered all night, apart from, for that, Texas Cloverleaf.
I've not seen a single piece of trash get thrown into the ring.
Some could argue there was trash in the ring, Sam. Disco Inferno being the biggest piece of it. Hey-oh!
The biggest pop here was a beach ball in the crowd. This was a match where the beach ball showed up. And I mean, that's a testament to how good your show is, right? If people are getting more excited for an inflatable piece of plastic that's just like being pushed around than what's actually going on in the ring.
Well, it was like you had the Asia pop and then the beach ball pop, and then that's about it for the night. But it's
Literally.
Well,
much-
until now, because the
Oh,
next
yeah.
match.
I forgot.
Big JB's here.
Oh, Judy.
Bring it out!
Yes! I want that t-shirt. That's insane.
They should get that back on WWE
She looks
Shop.
like, what's his face from Team America? Old Kim Jong.
She tripped over.
Oh, Judy.
We've got Buff Bagwell defeating Roddy Piper in a boxing match with Mills Lane as guest referee. He's the guy who, what's his catchphrase again? Let's get it on!
He's the Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson referee, where an ear was nibbled on, which is why Judy Bagwell nibbled on someone's ear in
she
this
was
match
kissing.
here.
We didn't even know Judy was going to be there, but because Roddy had cornerman, Buff decided he was going to even the score by inviting out
Big JB.
old Judy.
Yeah.
She is integral in the match.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Well, she starts off by getting lambasted by Ric Flair. Like, I'm not scared of you, JB.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Take yourself to the back.
And then by the end, she's biting on people's ears. She's chasing Ric Flair on the
Throwing
ring.
buckets over people.
Beast incarnate, Judy Bagwell, is what her nickname should be. But
I just got a picture of her in my head doing that
Yeah.
with the little gloves on.
Jumps
now.
up on the
Jumps
air.
up on the
But it's just, again, you expect nothing, you get nothing. It's a
Yeah.
boxing match on a wrestling show. I didn't expect to see the blockbuster finish with Mills Lane going 1, 2, 3 for the three
Doesn't
count.
even count
Doesn't
the
even
pin
do
properly.
the tap on the mat.
Oh, that's the knockout punch right there. Gotta be.
It's a classic
Oh, he's
Flair bump,
climbing.
isn't it?
It's the classic boxing move. Yes. Blockbuster.
Pinocks! 2, 3! Yeah! That's how boxing matches
Wait,
go.
what?
He counted 3.
1, 2.
And now Rick's running away from Judy. Kim Jong Judy on the rope.
To be fair to the lads, I think this is why I got the 0.5. There was a couple of moments where we were like, oh, he's really caught him there.
Yeah, there was some of the fists they were throwing looked okay. That looks
Some.
pretty. Buff was still very much going for like the wrestling hits with the boxing gloves
Yeah.
on, but some of the hits looked pretty legit.
Roddy laying him in.
Yeah, and I think he was at some points as well.
I should quickly say as well, so that got a 0.5, the boxing match. But the match before, the one that we were like, you can't have too much of a good thing and then it turns into a bad thing and derails and it's boring. That got 3.5.
Yeah,
Highest rating
the
of the
highest
show.
rating one.
Which was probably the most wrestling on the show, so
Yes,
makes
yeah.
sense.
But it had no real heat.
No, there was no heat there, but not like, I mean, just more Judy is what we're learning though from the crowd reaction.
Yeah.
More Judy.
Yeah.
You'll get it in WCW.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We'll get it soon.
They
yes.
never let that crowd down, as we know.
Literally take it to a new level, don't we?
So that was our semi-main. That was our semi-main, and we're going to move on now to the main event of the evening, which is an odd match in which the title, it's a tag match, but the world champion's in the tag match, and by the sounds of it, even the champion's own partner can pin him to win the title if he so chooses. So this is Randy Savage and Sid Vicious against Kevin Nash defending his title and Sting. And there's been some back and forth, as Ross was saying earlier, between Sting and Nash. Sting drives a black Humvee. Nash was hit by a white Humvee.
I'm pretty sure it was white, Owen. I need you to confirm that in the edit if you wouldn't mind.
Well, either way, Nash was hit by a Humvee, so it didn't sit well with him that Sting was also driving a Humvee. But ultimately, it's what do you even say about this match?
Well, it's the heel turn of the century, is what we. In fact, no. It's the heel turn of the century because Gorgeous George fell out with Macho Man for good reason. He's hitting Tori Wilson across the face after Kevin Nash won Tori Wilson for 72 hours to do whatever he wanted with her. But Tori Wilson
He just deprogrammed her from the Macho Madness.
They became friends. It was great stuff. Obviously, Gorgeous George friends with Tori. They have seen outside of Kevin Nash's room backstage once. He goes like that to Tori Wilson. And then we get to here. And so, sorry, Macho Man does that. I said Scott Steiner there for some reason.
Just throwing Scott under the bus.
Macho Man hits it, is what we're getting to, which is, well, wonderful stuff, isn't it? But then we get to the match here. Gorgeous George sporting a black eye. As far as we could hear on commentary, obviously, we're talking over the top of it, so we might have missed it.
Yeah.
They didn't really say, like, oh, this is where she got that thing on her eye.
Well, it cut to a side-on shot of her, and it was something like, you don't want to upset this man, and it cuts straight back to Randy Savage looking angry and diving out the ring toward her.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay.
What could that mean, though?
What could it possibly
What could it
mean?
mean?
So naturally, Gorgeous George goes to the side of Kevin Nash, where she's going to be safe.
Yeah.
But then, my God, you never saw it coming, did you?
No,
she
she
turns on
swerves.
Big Sexy, not in that way, of
Whoa.
course, and then cost him the title, basically, with a thump to the arsehole.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's
it
going to
wasn't
do it
quite
twice.
Low blow.
She goes like,
She just went,
Right in the bum.
right up his arsehole.
But Gorgeous George is up, and she's going to distract him. Now, of course, she doesn't like Macho Man. She's just spanked Kevin. Do it again. A fist to the taint.
Not in his massive dong.
She got nowhere near his massive dong. That was right up his arse.
Oh, no.
Just a little boop.
Yeah, so you have the whole tantalizing tease, the big carrot of Sting just dangling there going like, oh, could Sting be the one to do it?
Pointless.
Is Sting going to turn on Nash here? Could Sting take the title from him even though they're supposed to be aligned? Was he the guy who hit him with the car? What's going on? Randy Savage wins.
Yeah. Via an angle that you could have done in a singles match and not a tag team match.
Yeah.
Rendering most of what the build was and the sort of shenanigans in the
Also-
match pointless.
Why isn't Sid bickering more with Randy? Sid should want the title as much as Randy
Sid
does.
came back to help Randy. Because Randy was facing Nash for the title and Sid came back. Oh no, because he got DQ. I don't quite know, Sam.
I don't think they did either.
Yeah.
But then as well with Nash and Sting too, you'd think there might be some more tension between
We got
those
one
two.
like sassy tag in by Sting,
there was
didn't we?
And then it was like a miscommunication, maybe a Stinger splash, but then nothing ever really comes of that because we're already at the end of the match. So it's like things are already done. But sort of like what I was mentioning in terms of like it feels this whole program is very formless and structureless in terms of that they've just been told this is who wins. Figure it out for yourself.
I've got to say though, before the convoluted stuff that was the Gorgeous George turn and the finish, I really enjoyed the match.
Yeah?
A throwback to a different time. 4 stallion men. They know they don't have to try, so they're not going to try.
Four men with 4 moves apiece.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What a main event scene.
Beautiful, right?
Sting, Nash, Sid, Macho. Oh, they don't make them like they used to. I don't want to sound like one of those guys, but they just don't, do they?
No.
They're all trying to be too gnarly and cowabunga and, tope suicida. These 4 lads are not going to do that, and I love that.
We just need big men that lift weights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do your hard work getting to the top, but then once you reach the top, just stop trying. You don't have to. You've made men and ladies. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
But, then we got the finish and it ruined it.
But what about the video packages as well throughout the night? So I timed this one specifically before this match. It was 5 minutes. 5 minutes plus of just literal recap, big portions of matches being played beforehand.
No
No
nothing,
music.
just like shot for shot with a little electricity buzz.
Yep. just a
between each
weird
one.
transition.
Like match of the day, really, you know, without the analysis in between. Just highlights.
It was bizarre. It was a really bizarre way to present it.
This was comfortably one of the worst shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, the main event got -1 star. There's really not a lot of redeemable qualities on the show outside of Judy Bagwell.
And the booking of David Flair. That made sense in the context.
That makes
of
sense. They've got one good storyline thread coming out the back of this, and then you've still got a mishmash of bollocks at the top with the title, which was kind of just how things were at that point. But at least you got the David Flair thing, and people hate him even more because his dad had to get him the victory by just slopping him on top of Dean Malenko.
Yeah.
This card is such. It couldn't be much bigger of a gash if it tried. It's such a big gash. I don't think it can fit in the bin. I don't honestly think it can fit in the bin.
We'll have
I
to
think it might
order
get
a
stuck on the
special
rim.
size bin.
It might get stuck, you know.
What do you?
You have to jam it in there. It's that big.
Jam the gash.
Jam the gash. Jam the. I'm sure you both agree. It's such a big
It
gash.
was, and bear in mind, I mentioned this as well, obviously, whilst we were watching the show. This is the first WCW show I've watched in full.
And it won't be the last one.
Top to bottom.
It's
It
definitely
probably
not gonna
won't
be
be
the
the last. But this was, it was tough. It was very, 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 very tough.
It's sort of indicative of where the company's heading. It's pre-Russo, which is mental, because it's only going to get worse. But it feels like a directionless, listless sort of thing. It's just, hey, it's the big show. Tune in, watch it, like pay the money to watch it live, and stuff will happen. And then you'll watch Nitro, and they'll do a full recap the next night with still images going like, you should definitely still buy it, and trying to like smooth over. It'd be interesting to see how they smooth over it on the Nitro following up. But
that was another thing. Just the intro to the pay-per-view as a whole anyway.
Yeah.
The still images they played over like 5 times. It gradually gets
Subliminal
faster
messaging, yeah.
and faster and faster and faster each time.
Oh
my God. Jesus Christ!
You download it into your brain.
It's still going. It's just the same stuff over and over again. Wait, what? Why?
It's like subliminal message.
You got to fill the word count, Andrew. Fill the word count.
I don't think there's anything really redeemable about it at all. It's got to be in the trash, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so far in the
Got to
trash.
be in the trash.
1,000%.
God, yeah.
So that was it for our latest episode of Pain Per View. We did Bash at the Beach 1999. That's 2 off. There's 98 left of the worst shows of all time. 98.
98.
How many of those are going to be WCW? It's got to be a pretty big fraction, I'd
A
imagine.
good handful, yeah.
Yeah.
It can't be that many, though, because you think this is 99. It was gone by 01.
It's gone by 01, so it's going to be maybe, a lesser spotted thing. But either way, it was... wonder why they lost, that kind of mentality.
You can only go up from here, right? Right, guys?
Can only get better.
Via forklift.
Once you get Vince Russo on the case, anything's possible.
yes.
So I've been Sam,
I have been Ross.
And I have been Andrew.
and this has been Pain Per View.